Imagine a country called Burkina Faso, a place with sunny skies and friendly people. But lately, things have been hard. Imagine a bully keeps bothering your school, and everyone is scared. That's what it's like in Burkina Faso, where some bad people are causing trouble and making it hard for people to live peacefully. The leader of Burkina Faso is a brave man named Captain Ibrahim Traoré. He wants to make sure everyone is safe and happy. He knows that Burkina Faso needs help to chase away the bullies, the terrorists, but he also wants to make sure that Burkina Faso stays strong and makes its own choices. It's like when you need help with your homework, but you still want to do it yourself and learn. Captain Traoré loves his country very much. He doesn't want anyone to tell Burkina Faso what to do. He wants the people of Burkina Faso to decide their own future. So, he has a big job to protect his country, keep it safe, and make sure everyone has a chance to build a good life, all while staying true to what Burkina Faso believes in. It's a big challenge, but Captain Traoré is ready to face it with courage and hope. Captain Traoré knew he couldn't do it alone, so he called a very important meeting. It was like when a teacher asks all the smartest kids in class to come together and brainstorm ideas for the school project. In a big room, around a long table, sat Captain Traoré and his closest helpers, his advisors. They were all very serious because they knew the problems were serious. The biggest problem was, of course, the bad people causing trouble. But there was another problem, too: how to get help from other countries without losing control of their own country. One advisor said, "Captain, we need money to buy new equipment to protect our villages." Another said, "But if we take too much money from other countries, they might start telling us what to do." Captain Traoré listened carefully. He understood that getting help was important, but not if it meant Burkina Faso couldn't make its own decisions anymore. He tapped his pen on the table, thinking hard. He needed a plan, a good plan, to keep Burkina Faso safe and strong. He looked at his advisors, his friends, and said, "We must find a way to solve these problems together, a way that keeps Burkina Faso in charge of its own destiny." Just as Captain Traoré was finishing the meeting, his phone rang. He looked at the screen. It was a call from Barack Obama, the former president of the United States. Captain Traoré was surprised, but he answered quickly. "Hello, Mr. President," he said, trying to sound calm. "Captain Traoré." Obama's voice was friendly and warm. "I've been following what's happening in Burkina Faso, and I wanted to offer my support. I know you're facing some difficult challenges." They talked for a long time. Obama shared his own experiences leading a country, and he listened carefully to Captain Traoré's worries. He said, "The most important thing is to listen to your people and to build a future that works for them." Captain Traoré felt encouraged. Obama understood the importance of Burkina Faso making its own decisions. Before they hung up, Obama said, "Remember, Captain, a strong country is one where everyone has a voice." That phone call gave Captain Traoré a new idea, a way to make sure everyone in Burkina Faso could help build their country's future. He smiled. Maybe, just maybe, he was on the right track. Obama's words kept ringing in Captain Traoré's ears. A strong country is one where everyone has a voice. He thought about it all night. How could he give everyone in Burkina Faso a voice? Then an idea sparked in his mind, bright and clear. He would create a big meeting, a special gathering where people from all over Burkina Faso could come together and share their ideas. It would be like a giant school project where everyone gets to contribute. He would call it the National Forum. He imagined farmers talking about how to grow more food, teachers sharing ideas about how to make schools better, and doctors explaining how to keep people healthy. Everyone would have a chance to speak, to be heard, and to help build a better Burkina Faso. Captain Traoré knew it wouldn't be easy. Some people might disagree, and some might not want to share their ideas. But he believed that if everyone worked together, they could find solutions to the country's problems. He was excited. The National Forum could be the key to unlocking Burkina Faso's bright future. He couldn't wait to get started. The day of the National Forum arrived, and the capital city buzzed with excitement. It was like a big festival, but instead of music and dancing, people came to share their ideas and dreams for Burkina Faso. The meeting hall was filled with people from all walks of life. There were farmers with sun-kissed faces, teachers with kind smiles, doctors with caring hands, and even students eager to learn. Everyone had a story to tell and a vision for the future. Captain Traoré stood at the front, smiling. He felt proud to see so many people coming together to work for their country. He listened carefully as each person shared their thoughts, their concerns, and their hopes. One farmer talked about needing better tools to grow more food. A teacher spoke about the importance of having enough books in schools. A doctor explained how to bring health care to remote villages. Each voice was important, and each idea was valuable. The National Forum was a place where everyone could contribute to building a stronger, more prosperous Burkina Faso. It was a true testament to the power of working together. Captain Traoré left the National Forum feeling inspired. He had a notebook full of ideas, big and small, that the people of Burkina Faso had shared. Now it was time to turn those ideas into action. He started by focusing on two important things: education and infrastructure. Education meant building better schools and making sure every child had the chance to learn. Infrastructure meant building new roads and bridges to connect villages and make it easier for people to travel and trade. He gathered his team and said, "The people have spoken. They want better schools and better roads. Let's work together to make it happen." They started building new classrooms, bringing in more books, and training new teachers. They also started repairing old roads and building new ones, making it easier for farmers to bring their crops to market and for people to visit their families in other villages. Captain Traoré knew it would take time and hard work, but he was determined to make a difference. He wanted to show the people of Burkina Faso that their voices mattered and that their ideas could change the country for the better. The National Forum was just the beginning. Slowly but surely, things started to change in Burkina Faso. New schools opened their doors, filled with eager students ready to learn. The classrooms were bright and colorful, with posters on the walls and books on the shelves. Children laughed and learned together, dreaming of a brighter future. Outside the cities, new roads stretched across the land, connecting villages that had once been isolated. Farmers could now easily transport their crops to market, earning more money to support their families. People could visit their relatives in other villages, strengthening bonds and sharing stories. The changes were small, but they were significant. People started to feel a sense of hope and optimism. They saw that Captain Traoré was listening to them and working hard to improve their lives. They felt like they were finally building a better Burkina Faso together. They felt empowered, like they had a real say in shaping their own destiny. The spirit of the National Forum lived on, inspiring everyone to work together for a brighter tomorrow. The results were clear. Local governance, driven by the people, was making a real difference. To celebrate all the good things that were happening, Captain Traoré organized a special ceremony. It was like a giant thank you party for everyone who had worked so hard to make Burkina Faso better. The ceremony was held in the capital city, and people came from all over the country to attend. There were colorful decorations, lively music, and delicious food. Everyone was smiling and laughing, filled with pride and joy. During the ceremony, Captain Traoré gave speeches thanking the teachers, the farmers, the doctors, and everyone else who had contributed to the progress of Burkina Faso. He said, "This is your victory. You have shown the world that when people work together, anything is possible." He also recognized some special people who had gone above and beyond to help their communities. There was a teacher who had started a reading club for children, a farmer who had shared his farming techniques with others, and a doctor who had traveled to remote villages to provide medical care. These heroes inspired everyone with their kindness and dedication. The ceremony was a powerful reminder of the resilience and determination of the Burkinabe people. As the ceremony was coming to an end, a special message appeared on the big screen. It was a video from Barack Obama. "Captain Traoré," Obama said, smiling warmly, "I want to congratulate you and the people of Burkina Faso on all that you have accomplished. You have shown the world that it is possible to build a better future, even in the face of great challenges." He continued, "Your leadership and the hard work of the Burkinabe people are an inspiration to us all. You have demonstrated that a country can be strong and independent while also working together to improve the lives of its citizens. Obama praised Captain Traoré's vision for Burkina Faso and his commitment to empowering the people. He said, "By listening to the voices of your citizens and focusing on education and infrastructure, you are building a foundation for a prosperous and self-sufficient nation." His words filled the crowd with pride. They knew that Obama was right. Burkina Faso was on the right track, and they were all part of something special. They cheered and applauded, feeling grateful for their leader and hopeful for their future. Obama's message was a powerful reminder that Burkina Faso had the potential to be a shining example of self-sufficiency and success. Captain Traoré stood on the stage, looking out at the smiling faces in the crowd. He felt a deep sense of gratitude and hope. He knew that Burkina Faso still faced challenges, but he also knew that they were strong and resilient. He thought back to the phone call with Obama, the meeting with his advisors, and the national forum where everyone shared their ideas. He realized that the key to Burkina Faso's success was not just about him, but about everyone working together, listening to each other, and believing in their own potential. He raised his hand, and the crowd quieted down. "My friends," he said, his voice filled with emotion, "we have come a long way, but our journey is not over. We must continue to work together, to support each other, and to build a Burkina Faso that is strong, independent, and prosperous for all." He smiled. "We are the children of Burkina Faso, and we will never give up on our dreams." The crowd erupted in cheers, waving flags, and singing songs. They knew that with Captain Traoré's leadership and their own determination, they could overcome any obstacle and create a bright future for generations to come. Burkina Faso was on its way to becoming a truly great nation. And so, the story of Burkina Faso continues. It's a story of courage, resilience, and the power of working together. It's a story about a leader who listened to his people and helped them build a better future. Even though there are still challenges to overcome, the people of Burkina Faso have shown the world that anything is possible when you believe in yourself and in each other. They have proven that even when things are tough, you can still create a brighter tomorrow. The new schools and roads are more than just buildings and pathways. They're symbols of hope and progress. They represent the dreams of a nation determined to succeed. Captain Traoré's leadership and the spirit of the National Forum have inspired a new generation of Burkinabe citizens who are ready to take on the challenges of the future. They are proud of their country, their culture, and their ability to overcome adversity. Burkina Faso's journey is a reminder that every voice matters and that even the smallest actions can make a big difference. It's a story that shows us that with teamwork, determination, and a little bit of hope, anything is possible. The end. For now, the story continues.